Here's a glitch in the matrix story. 10 years ago when I lived in Montgomery, Alabama, I had a friend and his wife invite me over for dinner and video games. They said to be there around 7 p.m. It was early November and starting to get dark pretty early. So when I left out my apartment at 6:30, the sun was already down. It was ridiculously windy that night, but not storming or anything, just big gusts of wind. I'm driving to their house about 20 minutes away and going down a normally high traffic but residential road. I'm about 4 blocks away from my destination and there's one car behind me. I'm coming up to a light and all of a sudden the wind just dies and there's sparks everywhere. Bright white sparks outside of all of my windows but no noise at all. I normally don't listen to the radio when I'm driving and I wasn't this night either. It lasted a couple of seconds but I had no idea what was going on. I smash on my brakes and that one car behind me swerves, honks his horn and speeds off. I pull over to the side of the road and get out to look at my car. Nothing wrong with it at all. I don't see a power line down or anything. There's no thunder or lightning and it doesn't look cloudy either. But it's really dark at this point. The weirdest thing is that the air smelled and tasted ionized or metallic and had that new electronic smell when you take them out of the box. I'm a little shaken but not hurt. There's no damage to my vehicle, so a few moments later I just hop back in my car and drive to my friend's house. I look at the clock on my car and it says 6:58, so I should be right on time. I get there and I ring the bell, and my friend answers after a few minutes in sweats and a t-shirt. He looks at me and he goes, "What are you doing?" Followed immediately by, "Where the fuck have you been?" I answered, "Are we not doing dinner and video games?" To which he responds, "Yeah dude, like a couple of hours ago. We called your cell and house phone a couple of times and you didn't answer. So we figured you weren't coming, and I was just getting ready for bed." I looked at him incredulously. I asked him, "What? You said 7, right?" Thinking it was odd for him to be going to bed so early. He looked at me and goes, "Dude, it's 10 o'clock. I didn't believe him until he showed me his watch and had to look at his microwave, and sure enough, it said a little after 10 on both. I looked down at my phone and it says the same, 10:04. He could see I was shaken up by this and told me to come in and sit down. He asked if I had been drinking or taking anything. I told him I wasn't and hadn't. I sit there for a minute and tell him what happened and think, wait. I asked him to come out to my car. I show him the clock, which still reads 7:15 at this point. He thinks I'm just an idiot who doesn't know how to set his car clock, but I just have no explanation for the missing 3 hours. I'm sure I left my house at 6:30. Make sure to hit like and comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Follow for more content like this.